Libertarianism is changing the way we talk about sales and marketing. And yeah, it's awesome. Let's talk about that.
Instead of focusing on winning arguments, we're teaching the basic fundamentals of sales and marketing and how we can use them to win in the world of politics, teaching you how to meet people where they're at on the issues they care about. Welcome to the Brian Nichols Show.
Wow, happy Friday there, folks. Brian is here on the Brian Nichols Show, and thank you for joining us on, of course, another fun-filled episode. I am, as always, your humble host, joining you live from our Stratus IP studios here in lovely Eastern Indiana. Don't let cyber attacks or outdated business technology put your company at risk. Learn more at briannicholsshow.com/Stratus IP. So let's talk about this today, folks. Yes, because, libertarianism is, in fact, changing the way that we talk about sales and marketing. And I think it's pretty darn cool because this shift is creating so many new opportunities and it's providing so many folks with new freedom and new choice. And as all of you likely know, joining us here on the Brian Nichols Show, libertarianism, what is it? The ideas of free markets, non-aggression, property rights, don't hurt people, don't take their stuff. We've been through this over and over and over again, but it's really exciting because more recently we're seeing folks start to implement it into the world of business. And guess what? It's working. So let's look in the past. In yesteryear, sales and marketing techniques were all about using tactics and techniques to manipulate people into buying things. Many times, more often than not, it was stuff they really didn't even need. But nowadays, more people are having to adapt to actually focusing on using this libertarian approach that actually puts a customer first versus the need of the company trying to make a profit. What does that mean? It means that they're recognizing that their success depends on providing value to their customers and treating them with respect rather than trying to get them just simply to make a purchase or trick them into a purchase, even worse. And this shift towards a libertarian approach to sales and marketing is driven by, well, a lot of different factors, but a number of them are due to the fact that we have now social media and increasing awareness of consumers across the board, and of course, a growing importance of trust and reputation in the business world. People are they're fed up of being bombarded with irrelevant ads, emails, phone calls, spam. They're seeking out companies that respect their privacy and treat them not just as some large demographic to be sold to, but rather as an individual. So as a result, businesses are having to start to get creative and with that come up with unique ways to reach those target audiences and build authentic relationships with them. They're focusing on creating high quality content, offering valuable incentives, and providing excellent customer service. And they're also utilizing data and analytics to better understand their customers and personalize their marketing efforts. One of the key benefits in this shift towards a more libertarianism approach to sales and marketing is that it's creating also a much more sustainable business environment. In the past, faceless corporations used to just go ahead and take advantage of people for short-term gains, but instead now they're going to have to rely on building long-lasting relationships built on mutual respect and trust. By the way, great episode with Daryl Stickle yesterday. We talked about trust. I'll talk about that later in the episode. But this not only benefits the customer, what does it do? It also benefits the company. And in the long run, as long as we have happy customers, they're more likely to be what? Repeat customers, and then become your champion, become your raving fan. They will recommend your company to their friends, to their families, to their coworkers, to those in business because they like you, they trust you, and they want others to do business with you as well. So the benefits of libertarianism in sales and marketing, they're across the board, guys. It provides individuals with more control over their own successes, and it also allows businesses to focus on building long-lasting relationships with customers rather than worrying simply about the competition. And also, it gives businesses the freedom now to innovate and create new products and services without worrying about government interference. And here, if you guys are looking for some actionable steps from today's episode, here is what you can do to make the most out of libertarianism's shift in sales and marketing. And here they are. Number one, understand the principles of libertarianism and how they apply. to sales and marketing. You're looking for some resources? We have a treasure trove of episodes, 600 and nearly 80 episodes of them. In fact, talking just about this, go back into our archives, search Sell Liberty. Number 2, focus on building relationships with your customers and your clients rather than trying to outmaneuver your competitors or simply push a product. Number 3, explore new markets and products that may have not been traditionally available to you in the past, especially in the advent of newer technologies. Number 4, take advantage of the freedom of choice provided by the free market and with the new technologies, again, that we have today that were not available even a short 10 years ago. And number 5, network. Yes, go out, libertarians, network with other like-minded, liberty-loving folks and build a winning culture of liberty, just like our friend Spike Cohen is doing over at You Are the Power, which, by the way, I've been having some articles over there monthly. If you have not had the chance yet, go and subscribe to that awesome newsletter over at youarethepower.com. But guys, I'll conclude, because in today's world of libertarianism, we are in fact changing the way that not just the way we think about politics, but the way we think about business, about sales, and about marketing. And this shift is going to change the game as we move forward. And I'm so excited to be a part of it, and I hope you are excited to be a part of it as well. So with that being said, that's all I have for you today on this little short episode on a Friday. With that being said, yes, I did tease it. We talked about trust yesterday. Trust across the board, not just in America, but in the world, is broken. And if you want to learn how to fix it, well, join me as we continue the conversation. In yesterday's episode, I was joined by trust expert Daryl Stickle on the program. We talked about the 10 levers of trust and how you can implement them into your life to help reform trust or help to build a new foundation of trust. So if you want to go ahead and continue the conversation with me, I'll make it easy for you. If you're joining us here on the podcast version of the show, which I know 99% of you are, go ahead and click the artwork in your podcast catcher. It'll bring you right over to briannicholsshow.com, where you can find yesterday's episode, but also you can join us here on the YouTube version of the show or on Rumble and Odyssey. Either way, right here in the middle, you'll find the little link for the video. Go ahead, give that a click. And when you're there, just make sure you hit that little subscribe button and notification bell, so you don't miss a single time we go live. But with that being said, that's all I have for you. Brian Nichols signing off here on The Brian Nichols Show. Have a great Friday. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to The Brian Nichols Show. Find more episodes at briannicholsshow.com.